Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Test Pack Please Ignore 2. So at the end of my last episode I'd been busy doing some bee stuff. We know the robust queen still hasn't finished breeding out. I'd also been doing my farm, but I haven't actually been on since I did the last episode, so I can't comment on whether or not any of this is working yet. But I will let you know in future episodes whether or not I have been successful with the Cropmatron and the crop harvester. But for now, what I would like to be getting on with is a little bit of Thaumcraft, but today we're going to go with an AE inspired twist. So we're going to try and do some Thaumic Energistics. Now for this we're going to need to do some key research, I think. So first of all, what I really want to do is get the AE network kind of plumbed into this base essentially. So what I'm going to do is, do I have some ME conduits spare? No I do not. So let me craft up, I don't know, 20 of these. There we go. So we hit start. Watch them craft up. So we're missing some pure flux crystals. So let me just grab some ME conduit for now. 10 should be enough, I think. I'm also going to need a P2P tunnel, which I don't think I have crafted. So we're going to need a couple of them. So let's craft up a couple of P2P tunnels, which we can't make. Do I? Okay, can I just use flux crystals? So I need 6 of you. So where the hell are my flux crystals? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, flux crystals. Why are you taking so long to craft? There we go. 1, 2, 3. So we can make 1, 2 P2P tunnels. So where do I want to put this one? So I'm thinking P2P tunnel needs to go there. I'm also going to need my do I need a new memory card? I don't know. Let's just make a new memory card just to be on the safe side. There we go. 1 new memory card. So we need to shift click U there. What we then need to do is figure out how we're going to then attach it into my ME. Oh god, ow, that was silly. What am I doing there? That was really quite dumb of me. Yeah, let's do something really clever, like, you know, jump down and forget I have my jetpack on, because I remembered I've got all of my Thaumcraft stuff on instead. So let me just. Oh, I know what I can do. Instead of having to teleport, I will not cheat, and I've got the travel anchor down here, haven't I? So let me try this again. So if we go back up to here, let's run around, sprint around a bit. Just going to get an apple out, eat as well. So yeah, what I want to do is, let me double check where this is going to. So you're going to there, so I'm going to branch you off around here somewhere, and then just send you across like so. So we'll come in over there, I think we'll be fine. So make sure this is all connected up. We're going to make sure we need some more conduit facades. Now, do I have any pre-made? Got 6, so I'm going to need some more. Do I have my painter out? Painting machine, no, because I need to make some more conduit to the blank facade. So do we have conduit binder? We do, excellent. So let me just make a few of these. 23 should be enough for now, I think. Drop you in there. So just going to paint up nice and quick. Okay, so let's facade this up. So we've got ME conduits coming along there. What I might do real quick is just throw on my jetpack just so while I'm building this bit, and then put my actual ME stuff, my Thaumcraft stuff back on in a second. So let me just kind of dig underneath this. Okay, so that should be fine. So what we can then do is build you across. Come on. Oops, daisy, did not want to do that. So I need my wrench, wherever you've gone. Let's grab you. There we go. So build you along into here. Underneath there. And then I think what I want to do is then have the P2P tunnel there. No, that's the wrong way around. Let me wrench you up. I think it needs to be the other way around, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm going to need a glass cable or whatever it's called, an ME glass cable. So a vanilla one. There we go. Perfect. So we can then pull you up there like so. And then have the P2P tunnel coming out there like that. Very nice. So what I can then do is actually start to use this to plumb things into my ME system over here. Might move the armor stand at some point. I don't know where yet, but we'll see how this goes in a minute. Okay, so at least that is all ready to go in terms of the ME system. What I might also do is... oh yeah, we also need to make sure that you are There we go, successfully loaded settings. So it says device missing channel at the moment, but that should pop in a second. There we go, so it's now online. Just going to move this torch like to here, something like that, or even there. There we go. So what we should then be able to do is then start programming in other things. Is this been up to, excellent. I've recently updated to the 0.2.5 and it is now again displaying how many channels are in the ME conduits, which is quite cool. So I can actually see what I'm doing. I also need to power you up, so I'm going to need a smart cable as well. Do I have any of them lying around? I do. Excellent. 2, which is perfect. So what we need to do is go boff. So that should now be powered in a second once it all goes online. There we go, all working. So 3 of 8 channels. There we go. So you should all be online. Let me have a quick look at this. So we've got 2 of 8 there. So we've got 2 conduits coming along. Awesome. I can actually see what I'm doing now when it comes to my ME network again. So we can actually see how many channels I'm using on the ME conduits, which is pretty sweet. So what have we got here then? So dense ME conduit, which is just using 1 of 32 channels there. So yeah, this is all working perfectly. So the dense ME conduit comes in here. So it's only using 16 at the moment, which is kind of impressive considering how many machines and stuff I've got set up over here that I'm only using 16 channels. So cool. So at least that's all up to date now. I thought if updating it to kind of 0.2.5 would probably do that. I just wanted to make sure. So let me grab a wireless terminal. There we go. What we want to do is grab some dense ME conduit. Wherever you are. There we go. Some dense stuff just so we can then in future start laying you down there. So at the moment that's using no channels. So what I want to do is kind of put you up there. So let's have a quick look. So what we need to do is we need to grab some paper and some scribing tools. What I want to do first of all is an arcane crafting terminal. So this, instead of having just an ordinary crafting terminal, we may as well go for the arcane crafting terminal. As we want to do Thaumic Energistics. So you've run out of ink. Okay, so we need ink, I'm guessing. So do we have any ink sacks? We do. Excellent. So let me craft you up. There we go. Only needed 1 apparently. I thought you needed more. Apparently not. So let's have a quick look what we need to do. So we've got Potentia. We've got Mechanica. Do any of these link up? Okay, yeah, we can get Auto in between these two. So Mechanica goes to Motus. So that links up, and then Potentia goes to... I've done this the wrong way around. Hang on, can I return you? So we want to put Potentia in there, and then Mechanica... Oh, no, not Mechanica. We want Motus in there. Perfect, you're linked up. We then need Vacuous. So was there anything else that linked up to that? Vacuous, yep, can link Vacuous up quite nicely. So Vacuous goes to Air, which again then goes to Motus. So we probably want to make some more Motus, just as we're running a little bit low, so just combine a little bit. And then finally we've got Fabrico. So does that link up to anything? Let's have a quick look around. Instrumentum. Instrumentum works, so we can go to Instrumentum, which automatically just goes to Auto. Boom. Nice and done. So let's have a look at the Arcane Crafting Terminal. So that's kind of popped up in the top left-hand corner there. So how do we craft this then? So the Arcane Crafting Terminal. So we need an ME terminal, an Arcane Workbench, and a calculation processor. So you've discovered that using primal aspects to build a terminal to an Arcane work table allows you to imbue the terminal with the work table's ability to craft arcane items. The terminal retains its ability to access items on the ME network, allowing faster and more plentiful crafting, as well as to store and swap a set of armor for when you... Oh, that's pretty cool. So we're just going to destroy this, because we may as well kind of like suck it up. So let's go craft you up. Oops, today's I'm on the wrong pad there. Come on, what I'm looking for. So we need to go to here. So we need, what do we need? So we need an arcane, oops a daisy, crafting table. There we go, that's what we're looking for. So, whoops a daisy, I need the ME table first. What am I missing from that? Oh yeah, formation core, and so we need core. There we go. So we craft 2 of you and 2 of you. There we go. So what are we waiting for there? CPU 1. So I don't know why the formation cores and stuff aren't crafting. Okay, they are crafted now. Fair enough. So we just drop you in there, and then oopsie-daisy and you in there. And we get an ME terminal. So I've just realised I've done something silly, and that was to actually destroy the arcane work table before I could actually before I needed to craft it. So what we also need is a calculation processor, wasn't it? So let's grab a calculation processor. So I think that should now be everything. Okay, we're going to need another arcane work table to actually craft this up, which I did not realize. So we need a work table to make a work table. So why can't I craft you? Oh right, yeah, because I need a crafting table and hit it with a wand, I think. So we need a crafting table. Let's drop you down there, grab a wand. That's not right. How the hell do I make a bloody arcane work table again? Let's check the Thaumic. Basic information. Not deconstruction table. Thaumaturgy. Artifice. What the hell is it? There it is. Arcane work table. Oh, it's a table that I have to tap with a wand. Right. That makes more sense. So let's grab a table. Wow, that was really slow there. I need a Thaumcraft table wherever that's gone. Oh, I'm having a bit of a slowdown today, aren't I? Yeah, Thaumcraft table. Oh, I can't actually craft that in here, can I? Ah! Always helps if you know I do things in the right place. So we need one Thaumcraft table. There we go. Plonk you down, wand you up. Oops, a daisy. Don't want the wand in there. We're just using it to craft. So finally, we can go to the arcane work table here. So we put the arcane work table with the ME terminal and a calculation processor, and that gets us an arcane crafting table. Very nice. So I can plonk you down there. So you're all set up and ready to go. Oh, look at that. We've got the... that is sweet, that is. So let's get the gold banded wand out of there and put you in here instead. What we can also then do is actually just... We don't even need to bother having any of this in the chest here. We can just put all of the kind of the crafting stuff away, essentially. So let me just put all of this junk back away into here, just so it's kind of stored nicely in the system. Because I can just pull it back out again whenever I need it, which is kind of awesome. So we've got amber, all the shards, nitor, silverwood sapling, glass files. I keep the research notes out here and any kind of like crafted up. Actually, now I put arcane stone bricks away, the arcane pedestal. I'll keep jars maybe outside, like warded jars. Or the shard can go away as V-filters can. I keep the thermometers out as well. So yeah, I think all the rest of this stuff can go away now. Let's just kind of dump things back into my ME system, like so. There we go. Just neaten things up. Crafting table. There we go. Cool. So that's pretty sweet. So we've got the gold banded wand is now in there. Awesome. Let's see what else we can do with some Thaumic Energistics. So Thaumic. We want Thaumic Energistics. So what we got next? We've got Digisensure. That came out really wrong. We need paper as well, don't we? I did not mean to put you away. So let's see about storing Essentia in the ME network. So we've got Mechanica, we've got Permutatio. Does that link up anywhere? Permutatio. Where the hell did you go? Mechanica, Permutatio. So they both link up with Ordo, which makes a lot of sense. So I could put you there. And then what I want to do is order you, and then probably just Potentia, just because they link up quite nicely. Same with Precantatio. So what was this again? So I needed Instrumentum, and then Ordo. That's the wrong way around. And then we want Ordo, and then we want Potentia there. And then finally we need to link up Slimus. So what else have we got? We've got Invictus and Permutatio. So nothing really stands out here. What about not Census? Vitreous? Vitreous could work here. So what I'm going to do is grab some Aqua, send it to Vitreous. That's not the right way around. Vitreous needs to go... Okay, I've done something wrong here. Slimus. I thought Vitreous worked, but apparently I've completely cocked that up. Slimus goes to Victus. Okay, maybe we want to go to Victus first, then to Terra, then to Vitreous, and then to Ordo. Ordo. Perfect, that'll do. And we just eat the research note. And then we've got Digisensor. So we've got a sensor monitoring and a vibration chamber. So that could be cool. So what have we got here then? So having discovered how to distill Essentia, it occurs to you that you may be able to store it digitally. Examining the formation core and annihilation core, you realise that with some minor modifications you could serve as a means to convert Essentia to and from digital format. However, due to the corrosive nature of certain types of Essentia, a layer of quicksilver around the circuitry is required to provide the decay. So the relatively high volatility and immense energy in distilled Essentia requires that it first be diffused then digitized. A buffer chamber of some kind will likely be required to hold the diffused Essentia. So we've got a coalescence core, so compresses and binds the rematerialized Essentia diffusion back into its raw form. Okay, so we've got coalescence core, we've got diffusion core, so we probably want to come up with ways of automating this by the looks of things. And then we've got vibration chamber and Essentia monitoring. Okay, so at the moment we need to probably come up with ways of automating this. So let's head over to here. Do I have any quicksilver? No, I do not. So how do I make quicksilver is the next question. So quicksilver. So let's have a quick look. So I can smelt up cinnabar ore, which gives me 1 quicksilver. It's a better way of doing this. So we've got cinnabar ore, so Thaumcraft or electrical age, and then we've got cinnabar dust. So I can pulverize up cinnabar ore to get 2 cinnabar dust. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe I can run this through. So cinnabar cluster. Just trying to see if there's anything to process it further. Say, for example, with mechanism. I don't think there is though. So let me just have a quick look at cinnabar. So we've literally just got cinnabar dust. So yeah, it looks like we need to grab cinnabar ore, pulverize it, and then run it through a smelter, which is fairly straightforward. So I think we can do that. So we can run it through a pulverizer real quick. Actually, that's pretty slow. Can I run it through a sag mill? No, I cannot. So it looks like it has to go through the pulverizer, which is fine. So then can we just have that outputting to the left? Yeah, that's fine. So it's then going to pull from you. Okay, that is automatically smelting. Excellent. So that is then going to make us some mercury, which is not what we want. Let me have a quick look at quicksilver. Okay, so we literally just then shapeless craft it from mercury into added recipe to convert to Thaumcraft quicksilver. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. At least we can then just automatically convert it over. Phew. Thank God for that. So we've got some quicksilver, and then we can just make quicksilver drops. So let's just make a load of them. So what we now need to do is I need 1 more blank pattern. So let's make sure we craft up an extra one of them. I can hit start. Come on. Is it doing it? Or we're still waiting for something? Oh, okay. It's crafting up the pure Certus quartz. So it looks like we won't be doing the, what's it called? The Digisensure. So the coalescence core or the diffusion core, but we're going to be moving on to, let's do the, don't really need to do Essentia monitoring right now, but we can do the vibration chamber. So let's see what this does. So we've got the research note for it. So let's see what the vibration core does. So we've got potentia and we've got motors, which is fairly straightforward. We can just link that up with a potentia and then more auto. We've got the mechanica. So I think we could probably link you up with Motus, Auto, Potentia. I use a lot of Potentia just because it's kind of like fairly cheap. Again, we've got Potentia here, so we could go Potentia, Auto, Potentia, and then finally we just need to link up some water somehow. So let's just see what we can actually craft with Aqua. Sorry, we've got Limus. Let's have a quick look around, see what I can do with it. I've got Tempesta. Tempesta could work. I could do Tempesta, which is actually that's completely useless. Don't really want you. Anything else with water? Or am I just kind of like completely dumb here? Okay, Victus works. So I could do Victus to Terra. No, this is not working either. I know I could do Victus to Terra, Terra to Vitreous, Vitreous to Auto. It's kind of convoluted, but it worked in my brain. So what does the vibration chamber do? So getting power for your network until this point has relied upon burning items in the vibration chamber. This is about to change. So You have constructed a simple device that unleashes the energies of Essentia to fuel the vibration chamber. By using distilled ignis or potential Essentia, you can generate more power than simply burning an item. Okay, I don't think we really need that as we've got plenty of power already, but basically I need some way of... How do I like draw the Essentia into my system? That's what I'm looking for. Let me have a quick look. So maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want Essentia monitoring. So what does this do? So by breaking down an item such as coal into ignis or potentia, much more power can be generated from your Essentia. Your early estimates show an increase in roughly 300% for processing coal versus Essentia for burning coal directly. So Essentia vibration chamber. So I think this literally just creates power from Essentia. So it's not really something I want. So I need to craft some permutatio up, which is Ordo and Pedicio. So I'm just going to generate a few of these just so we can buy the Essentia monitoring. And then what can we do with this? So the Essentia terminal and wireless Essentia terminal allow you to view how much Essentia is stored within the network and provide a way to fill and drain Essentia containers with the terminal. The Essentia level emitter provides a redstone signal when the level of Essentia in the network falls below or rises above a set amount. The Essentia storage monitor and crafting conversion monitor allow you to see how much of an aspect is in the network at a glance. Okay, so we've got Essentia terminal, wireless Essentia terminal, Essentia level emitter, Essentia storage monitor, and Essentia conversion monitor. Okay, so we can do that apparently, but I've got Essentia distillation, but I've still got no way of crafting this one, so missing research required. So it looks like there's still something I'm missing to actually find a better way of actually doing Essentia distillation directly into my network. Okay, so it looks like we've got to do the iron gearbox, I'd assume. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll probably keep working on this next episode. So what did the iron gearbox do? So your experience with the wooden crank has left you to wonder, could it be improved? Okay, so what am I missing then? What can't I research? Got one foci, infusion. So I must be missing something here. So what am I missing in terms of that? Because I can't do that. The only other research I can see in this particular branch is what's the word I'm looking for? The one focus, but I don't see how that would help me with unlocking this. See, what I don't get is somehow what's the word I'm looking for? It's always nice in it would be nice in Thaumcraft if it showed you like dependence, so it'd be nice if I could actually see what the missing research was to actually work back to this. So that looks like kind of storage in my system, but yeah, I must be missing something, I don't know what. So I might have to actually leave it here for now then, and actually go away, do a little bit of reading, and then figure out what I need to do next. So I think we've made a good start. So we've managed to get our arcane crafting terminal in place, which is kind of cool. Oh wow, I can actually swap armor like that. That's really sweet. So am I wearing it anymore? No, I am not. Awesome. So what I want to do is, if we hit swap armor there, grab you, and then what I can then do... Oh, look at that. That is a much better way of doing my armor. Don't even need the armor stand anymore. I can do it directly from my ME terminal. Sweet! So yeah, I can literally just swap between power armor and wizard's robes quite easily. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave it here for now, do a little bit more research, make sure I know what I'm doing for next episode, and hopefully we can move on to start doing some more cool stuff. But as always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.